really loud. I think I don't need any microphone. Can you all hear me? Yeah. Great. Good evening to you all, and welcome to our 50th exhibition, East Linton Art Exhibition and Competition. That obviously started 50 years ago. Before I introduce you to our special guest, Principal of Edinburgh Arts College and former Vice-President of the East Linton Traders Association, who ran East Linton Art Exhibition for first 20 years, I would like to say a few words. Introducing myself, most of you know me. I'm Senada Boscio. I'm a Bosnian artist. I live next door for quite a few years now, and I really feel part of this community. That I'm really overwhelmed by how many great volunteers live in this community, who are giving their time freely to help this hall to really flourish and do fundraising like this one is kind of fundraising to keep this building going, because it was gifted in '63 by, it used to be Drill Hall. I don't know if you all know about that, but it was gifted to East Linton Community Association and District for residents of East Linton to use. And till today, East Linton Community Association is run by volunteers who give up their free time to make sure that this building is running and pay for the bills and all that boring stuff, but it's a great job they do. Thank you very much for that. And I, on behalf of East Linton Community Association, thank you all artists who took part in this exhibition. It's been a fantastic response. We have 290 artworks on display. The whole building is filled with art, and it's incredible. Thank you for all that. And okay, so what did I want to say? So today is a really special day because we have amongst us all these lovely people who started it all, like George Laing, who was president of East Linton Art Exhibition in '68 for 20 years. And Emily Craik, who was the vice-president, and then we had Gavin, what was your role, I forgot now, and we had Donald Bey, who was treasurer, if I remember right, and Hugh Muir. We said he was fantastic, please tell me. And we have Stewart maybe around here, she was involved too. So yeah, many more volunteers who gave up their time to make this event happen. My team, on the other hand, is a really wonderful team that I had the pleasure to work with. Carol Dove, that's our lovely lady, who is responsible for hanging these wonderful works of art here. I think we all agree that she's done an incredible job to put it in really good order for you all to see. And the Rosemary Oberlander, she's somewhere around here. She made a website and did many other things for us. Emma Westwater, I'm not sure whether she's around here, but she's our kind of official graphic designer, and she designs our posters and these things. Hilary Fraser, who is doing fundraising for us and proofreading for my bad English and all that. And Donnie Cadbert and Lorna Shearer, Margaret Robley, who have worked as volunteers for this exhibition for at least 10 years. So I want to thank them all. And Karen Haig, who is a new member of our committee, who is responsible mainly for organizing other volunteers to help. So if any of you can spare some time to help us in vigilating, it would be great. And so we had 114 artists, 290 works. That means now we know that's the limit of artworks we can take for next year. So, one thing is for sure. So for the next year, we may well be lucky to have equal amount of artworks, but if we do have more, that would mean that we'll have to have some kind of selection process. So we'll have independent artists who would come on board and do that job for us. But I'm pleased to say that everyone who applied this year, they work it here for you to see. So that's brilliant. For the next year, all those artists, I've got new dates, so we'll make a note on 31st of August, you will be bringing your work here. And on 15th of September, it will be the last day of exhibition. So the details will follow at some point. So I would like, especially today, to, on behalf of East Linton Community Association, I would like to express our gratitude to our official sponsor, Eve's Foundation, who was generous enough to offer such a great prize, £1,000 for the first prize, and two highly commendable 500 days. So Rose Laurie, Eve's mum, she set up the foundation mainly to help the women and girls in Scotland. But now it helps all different avenues of life and dogs, actually. So thank you very much, Rose. You're very faithful. So in the beginning you heard Beatrice Milan singing her lovely opera. And later on, once you have a look around, when you are having your glass of wine and probably buying the paintings, she will be singing in the background, accompanied with her lovely friend musician, Tyne. I don't know if I pronounced it very good. So now I would like to welcome Emily Craik, who will officially open this exhibition for us. Can you please come forward? I'll just use the microphone. Just sit I can hold it for you. Yes, okay?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to stand here and announce the 50th anniversary of the East Linton Art Competition. The East Linton Traders, who instigated the art competition, were very much part of the village. All had business interests and, of course, were traders. Initially, the town council asked for our help after reading in the newspapers that we were a dying village. We were a very ambitious group and held many functions. Our first one, to recognise Linton's famous sons, was held in a grocer's and called the Rennie Meikle exhibition. Rennie, who lived in fantasy, was the architect of London Bridge. Andrew Meikle invented the threshing machine, a great help to the farming district. We then instigated the art exhibition. Paintings had to be of the area within 3 miles of East Linton. It was so successful, we needed 3 halls: the church hall, the whist club, and the village hall. The winner was John McIntyre from Paisley. His daughter Judith is present here tonight. So welcome, Judith. Yeah. We held many functions. The annual Linton Ball was great success and really quite posh. Evening dress was essential, and we always had a full attendance, including visitors from Edinburgh. A fancy dress ball was well supported. Everyone entered into the spirit of the evening. A Linton gathering was advertised, and many old residents turned up, meeting former friends. We also had a sunny Lumiere at Creston Mill, another success. Now we move on. What a joy it is to know the art exhibition is in such good hands, and congratulations are in order. I am very happy to announce the opening of the 50th East Linton Art Exhibition.
Thank you so much, Henry. That was really wonderful to hear. Now I would like you to introduce you to Stuart Bennett, who is a principal of Edinburgh Art College, my former teacher.
Thanks, Nada. I should add that I'm actually the acting principal at the moment, so I get invitations like this only very seldom, but I'm very honoured to be here tonight, delighted to take part in what is obviously a very long and historic and really meaningful exhibition on a number of different levels, not just for the community, but also for the range, the quality and the depth of work that's on show here today. So I've been here with some of my family since about 4:15, and I have looked and looked and looked, and I did it. We did it very anonymously. I didn't look at any names at all, so we really just looked at the work that was on show over and over and over again, and it was a really difficult task narrowing that down to only 3 people. One of the things about shows like this is the diversity and the range of the work, and I kind of want to make mention of that because that's something that's really, really important, I think, across all art forms, that we recognise the breadth and the range of the types of things that people engage in and the things that they look at. And with a lot of this work being within the frame, it's really interesting how people frame their world, how they see their world. And it was really good to see that range of work here in East Linton. When I got the email, I recognised his name, Sunata Burchill, and I thought, I know that name from a long time ago. And indeed, Sunata was a student in sculpture when I taught there, which for me seems like a very long time ago. And so I immediately followed it up because I thought there's a nice link there anyway, personally. But the other thing I wanted to say is that my uncle was a painter who lived in this area 50 years ago, and I don't know, because he's no longer with us, but he may have taken part in these shows, so it also had a resonance for me personally. So yeah, delighted to be here. So should I move on and announce
Thank you so much.
The 3 prize winners? So the winner, I've just realised that I can't actually read my own writing. So the winner is a painting called Oktobu by Komachi Goto. So we should give Komachi a round of applause.
Oh, yeah, come on, Komachi, come sit down.
Okay, so there's 2 highly commended categories. One goes to Storm Aphilas Storm Ophelia, Suspense, I knew I wouldn't be able to say that, by Angela Woof. I don't think Angela's here, so I'll take that check. I'll definitely make sure she gets it. And the other highly commended is a painting called Dalkeith Country Park by Tom Ewing.
Tom Ewing.
Right, and just last of all, to thank you to Sonata for everything that she's done and for inviting me to come here, but also to everybody that's been organised and making this event happen, because I know from putting on even small shows through to doing huge degree shows that there's an enormous amount of work involved that people don't really realise, so congratulations to everybody that's been part of this, and thank you for having me.
Thank you. Well, now you can just wander around and see for yourself. What do you think? What is the best painting in this old building? And you can always have we have a people's vote. So if we organize enough, we should have a box somewhere where you can vote for your favorite work of art. That would be great. Well, enjoy yourself. I really hope you enjoy our exhibition, and thank you all for coming. In front of you here is the winning painting from 1968 by John McIntyre. So enjoy I heard